Hello, Master Manifester. Today, we're just talking a little bit about social media and mastering manifestation, mastering a self regulatory state, mastering nervous system calm, peace, awareness, gratitude, abundance, mastering alignment, mastering staying connected with our emotions. Now, what is social media in the matrix? The internet, any kind of social media or internet that you interact with is a sort of conglomerate, like a quantum soup of different experiences and perspectives and sections of the greater story that we all experience. And how you interact with that is how the algorithm is trained to deliver those experiences. The algorithm is also it's like a manifestation of your attention, your focused attention. When you engage, you like or dislike, it's noticing what you will pay attention to. And that attention is currency. Attention is currency right now. And say we're attention poor and information heavy, where it used to be the opposite. So attention is the gold. That is your gold. As a dragon, you need to be protecting your gold. You need to be deciding where your gold goes and what kind of gold is going to be coming back, right? Maybe it's tainted gold. Maybe you don't want that cursed gold. Yeah, you don't want that stuff, but you do want the blessed gold. So here's how you do it. When you're scrolling, for one thing, always manage your time scrolling, right? Always determine when you are going to scroll. Don't be scrolling all day. I mean, you want to curate your experience, but you don't need constant scrolling to do that. Even just a few minutes trains the algorithm, right? But say give yourself 20 minutes to an hour, something like that. As long as you are monitoring your experience, it's almost like, if you were a really little kid and making sure what that little kid is watching is not interfering with their growth and development. That is the same thing here. You don't want something interfering with the growth and development of your new identity in whatever manifestation is coming through. And, when you're mastering manifestation, you may have many manifestations you want to come through. You may have many identity resets, right? So you need your system to be stable and focused on the things that are going to keep your story on the trajectory you want it to go. So aggressively posting not interested or ignore or unfollow or don't recommend channel. These are good ways to train the algorithm to deliver the experience that you want. If you're spending a lot of comments on things that upset you, you're going to get more of those things. Whatever you put your energy into, and it's such a literal interpretation. Social media is whatever you are putting that focus on, it just expands. That is what the algorithm does on every single case. It expands whatever you will engage with because that gives time, gives time to it. That gives attention to it. It keeps it real. It keeps it active, right? So always notice what you're paying attention to because these are collective matrix messages, not the simulation, the construct, the reality construct that we exist in, the quantum field of probabilities, right? This is where the emergent properties come from, the things that come out of the causality. I know I'm using a lot of different kind of words here, but I'm trying to convey the idea as deeply as I can, and it's kind of abstract. So when you think about it like it's a city, right? Let's just say, well, let's make it smaller so you can understand that it's a city. It has different cultures within it, right? This is like the most diverse city there ever was, but it's also the most connecting because anybody can say anything to anybody's anything, but it's all mostly anonymous, right? So the state runs really authentically, really freely. So when you see something like that, it'll be very jarring to your system because we're used to sanitized interactions, right? And even these to a degree are sanitized, but not as much as they are in everyday face-to-face interactions. So when you're cultivating your experience, just remember that the things you see are illusions. They're real, but they're also illusions for your story because they're about somebody else's story. They're not about yours. They're seen through the lens of somebody else's identity, somebody else's character. They're inspiration. They're not literal for you unless they're in your backyard, unless it's a lion in the room with you that you got to run from. You don't need your nervous system activated over and over and over again, right? And keeping your nervous system calm. And I mean, it's okay to get tricked. It's okay if you notice something and you're like, oh, I don't like that, because it's telling you this is against my values. This is against my priorities. And this is something of a boundary for me. So it's important to notice those things. But getting back to baseline quickly means not doing it over and over and over again, right? So I hope this has helped you to understand a little bit more about how to navigate social media when you're mastering manifestation or trying to manifest something, that's a big identity shift. Or just in general, just for mental health, just for feeling good about life. It's just better to really curate anything that you watch, anything that you interact with, and make sure that you're expanding yourself into other pursuits and hobbies. Make sure that you're being open to other experiences, not just digital ones. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and sign up for the Method Muse newsletter in the description below.